Abdul Aziz, 1830 to 1876, was the 32nd Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, ruling from the 25th of June 1861 to the 30th of May 1876. Born in Istanbul on February 9, 1830, he was the son of Sultan Mahmud II and Pertevniyal Sultan. His reign is notable for significant attempts at modernization and reform, though it ended tragically with his deposition and subsequent death under mysterious circumstances. Abdul Aziz was raised in the opulent surroundings of the Ottoman court, receiving an education suited for a future ruler. He was deeply influenced by his father, Mahmud II, who had begun a series of Western-inspired reforms to modernize the empire. Abdul Aziz developed an interest in Western culture, particularly French music, and became the first Ottoman Sultan to travel to Europe. His fascination with the West shaped many of his policies as Sultan. Abdul Aziz ascended the throne in 1861 following the death of his brother, Sultan Abdulmajid I. Upon taking power, he inherited an empire facing immense challenges, including internal instability, financial problems, and increasing European pressure. During his reign, Abdul Aziz sought to continue the modernization efforts of his predecessors, known as the Tanzimat reforms, which aimed to reorganize the empire's administration and economy to better compete with European powers. Abdul Aziz placed a strong emphasis on military reform, expanding the Ottoman navy to make it one of the largest in the world. He also modernized the army by adopting European military techniques, training methods, and weaponry. He continued to promote education and legal reforms, establishing new schools, including military academies, and reforming the civil service. Abdul Aziz was a proponent of centralizing the empire's administration, attempting to reduce the power of local authorities, such as regional governors. The Sultan focused on improving the empire's infrastructure, particularly railroads and telegraph systems, to better integrate the distant provinces of the empire and improve communication. However, these efforts often relied heavily on foreign loans, leading to significant debt. Abdul Aziz was the first Ottoman Sultan to officially visit Europe, embarking on a grand tour in 1867. He visited France, the United Kingdom, and the Austrian Empire, among other countries, marking a significant diplomatic effort to strengthen relations with Western powers. The visit was seen as a symbol of the Ottoman Empire's intent to modernize and integrate with European political systems. He was received warmly by leaders such as Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom and Emperor Napoleon III of France. Despite these diplomatic efforts, the empire continued to face pressure from European powers, particularly Russia, which sought influence over Ottoman territories in the Balkans. The increasing financial reliance on European loans also weakened the empire's standing. The final years of Abdul Aziz's reign were marked by increasing financial difficulties and unrest in the empire. The lavish spending on military and infrastructure projects, combined with corruption and administrative inefficiency, plunged the empire into deep financial trouble. The government declared bankruptcy in 1875, leading to unrest and uprisings in the Balkans, particularly in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In 1876, a group of high-ranking officials and military leaders, frustrated with Abdul Aziz's rule and growing instability, orchestrated his deposition. On May 30, 1876, he was deposed in a bloodless coup, replaced by his nephew, Murad V. Just a few days after his deposition, on June 4, 1876, Abdul Aziz died under suspicious circumstances at the age of 46. Official accounts at the time claimed that he had committed suicide by slitting his wrists. However, many contemporaries and historians have questioned this version of events, suggesting that he may have been murdered as part of a plot by his political enemies. His death remains one of the most controversial episodes in Ottoman history, with conspiracy theories persisting about the true nature of his demise.